What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Hicks Fishing. Pretty excited. We got a break in the rain this weekend, so we literally just kind of threw the Seaghost in the truck. My wife and the dog, as you can hear, are in the truck, and we're headed to Lake Acworth to do the Bixpy test. So stay tuned. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, so we're out here at Lake Acworth. We're gonna get out here and we're gonna test this Bixpy and see how it works. I didn't think this thing did keys. Yeah, so today it's 61 degrees. The water temp is about 40, and at some point we're gonna go over wearing the right clothes. These are not the right clothes, and I'll go over that in a later video, why, and how to manage that when the water temp and the air temp is lower, because in a kayak you have to plan when you go fishing to go in the water, not necessarily just for the conditions outside of the water. Alright, make sure I got everything. Get a bottle of water. Yep. Oh. Take these electronics, put them up. Should always have I have a separate electronics bag. It's just a Cabela's bag. Electronics and all that yak attack stuff you saw in the walkthrough, the rod holders, all that. One bag for that. It's separate from your tackle. That way you can just grab it and go for something like this or for whatever, you know where your stuff is. Alright, so my lovely wife is going to film, so you can get some shots from the shoreline. And I am going to film with the new GoPro that she bought me. Let's get it. One of the things I'll tell you right now while we're doing this, because I don't go over this every time, when you are putting in, you want to put it sideways. The reason you want to put it sideways is so you can use the ramp to kind of hold your kayak until you're ready to get into it. Also, that way once you get into it, if you're a bigger guy, you don't have to worry about it wobbling to your left and right. If you put it in the forward and you try to get into it, the back of the kayak is going to be right here on the concrete, and what's going to happen is it's going to want to go left or right on you. But if you take the kayak and set it up against the side, now you've got that whole side rail parked against some concrete so you can get in a little easier, push off with your paddle. Alright guys, here we go. And I'm doing exactly what I just told you not to do. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to walk through the Bixpy. You're still going to use your paddle just because you have a motor. You still got to get off this boat ramp. That's not good for the boat. Come on now. That's the fancy weight. Get off the boat ramp. GoPro, start recording. Alright, like I said before, you got to use your paddle, right? You got to get off the boat ramp. Just like I've told you guys before. Now I feel like I'm in deep enough water. You put it in the permanent paddle park. Let's see how this Bixpy does. Alright, where do I go? Oh boy. Here we go. Alright, Bixpy's in the water. Let's see how it does. Ready? video, right? It's not working. What's that? Is it in the water?
Yeah. Okay. Now it is.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. That's reverse. Alright, so we had some issues with reverse. Let's see how this goes. Forward. Alright, so we're in forward. Alright, so we had some issues with reverse. We had some issues with reverse there, but we're in forward. We're on 2.
No more.
See how it goes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Check that out. We are scooting. Let's see how this works. I got these cheap old bibs, and the foots. I will say these boots do not work well with the footbell steering. I'm glad that I checked that out before I came out here and tried to fish with it. All right, so not bad. I do not have a way to. I don't have a way to tell you exactly what the miles per hour is, but this is pretty good. We're going top speed and we're scooting around a little bit. See how it does turning. We'll do a turning radius. All the way to the left. Let's see how it does. Let's see if it cuts. We got a little bit of wind today, so it's a little interesting trying to get this joker to work. Woo! It's not one to turn into the wind, that's for sure. Somebody's not happy. Oakie's been whining this whole time. I was really hoping to take the family out for something fun, but he just can't handle it.
Oh my goodness. That motor is awesome.
On this battery, and you're going full speed. So this is the Seaghost running full speed. It works pretty well. We're scooting. I mean, I could easily, if I'm fishing this lake, I could easily kick it in here, go across the lake, and while I'm going across the lake right now, my hands are free. I can re-rig, I can do what I need to do. I definitely need to figure out what the deal is in reverse. It's just a little weird that it's not wanting to, definitely not wanting to do the right thing in reverse. Deal, and it's also very, very windy out here. All right, let's take it back in. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I did a great product review, right? The gravity rudder, but this is why we test things, to give them a good review. Reverse did not work well. Reverse definitely did not work well. I accidentally had it in reverse when I was in the boat ramp, but at the same time, it was not going anywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hard charge it here at full speed, try to go straight, then I'm going to put it in reverse and see if reverse at least is tipping. Alright, so if you use your weight a little bit, it'll kind of adjust here. Let's see if reverse at least will slow it down. Again, we're out here at Old Lake Acworth. It's the end of February, it's almost March, so like I said the other day, I'm going to do the March Challenge series, but at the same time, Lake Acworth is one of the only ones we got that still got water in it this time of year. it's still stocked with fish. So Lake Altoona still got water, but it ain't great. Here I come. Ready or not, I'm gonna throw it in reverse and see if reverse works. Reverse does not work. We're coming in hard. Right in the boat. That's very aggravating because it's a pretty expensive piece of equipment. And that's a $130 rudder, and reverse does not seem to work. Hey, I'm talking to the folks at Vibe. Reverse does not work on this very well, and that's the whole reason for the rudder. Otherwise, everybody would just cut the rudder that they got. Typically, like I said, I love Vibe products, but this one right here needs an upgrade because it's definitely, let me see if I can get that with the GoPro, it's definitely kicking up out of the water. As you guys can see, hopefully, I've got the rudder back there that's kicking up out of the water. But it's trying to, it's not giving me a whole lot at first. So, you stop it, and this is what happens when you hit forward. Uh-oh. Whoa! Maybe I've gained too much weight. As you can see, in forward, it works just fine. And when I put it in reverse, we're having some issues, so maybe we'll have to figure out how to DIY that. I shouldn't have to. That's the whole reason you spend 150 bucks on the rudder. But hey, I'm gonna give you guys honest feedback every time I do one of these. So straight up, until I figure something out with this rudder, we're gonna still publish this video. But I'm gonna tell you right now, until I figure out something with this rudder, and I'll be honest, I don't know that I would buy it because you can get, like I said, you can get those other rudders for like 50 bucks and just cut it. So again, that being the case, the other rudder is going to give you forward. You're not going to have reverse. But right now, I don't have reverse with the gravity rudder, and that's a big issue for me. Real big issue for me. So. And like I said before, I can kind of slow it down as I get closer. I've been around boats, bass boats my whole life, so I know how to use the momentum of the boat to park the boat. Use the paddles to go backwards, but at the same time, you shouldn't have to do that. That's the whole. You buy these things so you can do reverse, so you can do all these other things. You shouldn't have to do that. So we're gonna switch places, and my wife's gonna test it out now. Here we go. Oh, I can't feel my feet. This is why I was wearing those. But those bibs, the boots in those bibs do not work. They're not NRS or any actual kayak type of bibs. Again, the reason why we're going to go over actual cold weather gear on a later video. Oh my God, I can't feel my feet. All right, here we go. Like normal, just paddle out and then use the Bixpy when you get out. Oh, I think
Oh, I don't remember how to use the motor.
One's forward, one's backward. Oh, hold on.
Is it already on?
Hold on. So the motor's on. Stop. Oh, it's on. Motor's on.
Okay.
This is your emergency lanyard in case you fall out. It'll turn it off. This is how you put it in the water. So don't forget, like, you gotta pull this to put it in the water. Now when you come back, hey, make sure you pull it to get it out of the water before the motor scrapes the water.
How do I get it out? Oh, this thing?
Nope, the lanyard right to your right.
Oh, okay,
That's
I got it.
Put it in and take it out of the water.
Okay.
All
Bye,
right,
guys.
go.
See you never.
Alright guys, so as I was saying, she's going forward. She's probably got it all the way up. And like I said, when I was out there, I have no way of telling you exactly what miles per hour I'm getting, but I had a feeling that I was probably getting about 4, just based on what I walk on a treadmill. On the way back though, into the wind, I was probably only getting 3. The Seaghost is pretty heavy. So for it to get like really good speed, you kind of got to be going away from the wind. That being said, it's not great, like you're not in a motorboat, but like I was trying to explain earlier, on Lake Acworth, I like to fish that bank over there, the bank around the corner, and I like to come back. That's about a football field and a half away, the golf course. Now, with my paddle only, I can only do that, and then by the time I was done with that, it'd be about noon. With the Bixpy, I can fish all of that, and I can also get all the way to the dam by noon. So, especially in the warmer months where the fish will start to go away by noon, I'm able to actually fish this whole lake. And again, like I was saying, for somebody like me who's having health issues right now, I could be on the other side, football field and a half away, and if I have an issue, I just turn that thing on 10, point it to the boat ramp, and I'm back. Whereas with the paddle, that's not going to happen. I am not going to get back over here in 5 minutes or less. I'm going to get over here in 10 minutes because I got a paddle from way over there. She must have lost the lanyard. I guess the lanyard works to cut it off. Or she just pulled it up to be safe.
Oh dear. That was the battery. Common mistake. Okay.
Riley?
So I think it's pulled up. Yeah, it's up. To paddle to the shore. So as you can see, I have been on my kayak like maybe, I think I went 2 times with them. This is my 3rd time. And this is a really nice kayak for a beginner. Not that he's a beginner. This is a great kayak for anyone, I guess I would say. So, I like it. Trying to not bother the phones fishing. Twisting. Sorry.
Not the only one that had the idea to fish today.
I hope I'm not disturbing all the fish or whatever under here. Thank you. My husband rigged it for us and put this motor. Yeah.
How'd it do?
It was awesome.
Just reversed, it's an issue?
Yeah. Okay, I'm coming in hard.
Oh no. And again, if you guys end up sliding a little bit, there's nothing wrong with that. When you need to beach, you're gonna get some rash on these kayaks. So there's nothing wrong with sliding on this concrete a little bit to make sure that you get up here, especially in these spring months where you don't want your feet in that water. Because you will not be able to feel them here in a second. Alright, here we go. We're gonna do it again.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Trip
over
number 2
this
for me.
side, okay?
Alright. Trip number 2 for me. Here we go.
So you hadn't tried it.
Woo. Oh man, I forgot how short she is. I already adjusted these for her. Sorry guys, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do it again for me. She didn't get any good filming because the dog won't quit freaking out. And because I really couldn't steer very well with those bibs on. What's going on? You ought to be able to get something here in a minute. Oh, check it out, man.
Uh-oh. That's right. Uh-oh. Wonder
that
what that is.
Is that the bottom?
Let's see.
Not the only one out here. Oh. Alright guys. Yeah, the man over here just got hung up on the dock.
Yeah.
straight up. Let's see what we can get here. I'm gonna beeline it to the other side.
I tested this water over here. I had a fish finder. They said it was like 7 feet over there.
Let's ride. Yeah, I tell you what, this is pretty. So I'm still gonna recommend this product, guys, and I'm gonna recommend this product for a couple reasons. I mean, one, the reverse issue is more of an issue with the rudder. It's not the Bixpy itself. Number one. Number two, I'm gonna recommend this product because even still, it's not the fastest motor on the market. Like I can get a 55-pound brush roller motor for these things. And this is not 55 pounds, this is only 32 pounds, right? So you're gonna get what a 32-pound motor is gonna give you. But I can also, the beautiful thing about this is when I sell the Seaghost, and depending on how things go with the cancer, the plan is, and I'm gonna ask you guys later, once this season's over, maybe even upgrading the Seaghost to the next level. I keep talking about the below $1,000 level, the 1,000 to 2,000. Well, I want to move it to the 1,000 to 2,000 next year. So the other reason I'm going to still recommend this product is when I move to that next level, I can take it off and I mean, this is great. So one more thing I want to test. We're going to come out here and play around. I told you guys before, in an emergency situation, right? I'm having a hard time turning left. That ain't right. Something ain't right with it. We're going to have to figure that out. But I told you guys before, right? In an emergency situation, it's not just the motor. So right now we're on full blast forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right at my wife. I'm going to whip this paddle out. Emergency situation. I've got the motor on full blast. But you can do the motor. Now I have a Seaghost. I don't have a pedal drive. I only have a paddle. But I can do the motor and the paddle. So let's see how fast we can get close. Let's see how fast we can get close. Ready? Not really, again, if you're a cancer patient, I'm not using a whole lot of, just getting that blade in the water, getting some extra movement, not overworking my upper body. I realize it's kind of a pain, I'm sitting here swagging numbers at you, but I'm telling you right now, this would be me jogging if I was on an actual treadmill. This would be me jogging. The other thing is, we've probably been out here for 20 minutes. I just checked the battery. The battery's still full. And I'm running this joker at full speed right now. Let's try it again. Right now. Oh yeah. That's nice. That's real nice. If you need to get around, that's real nice to be able to do, because that right there, in an emergency situation for a normal person, not necessarily me, that's key. That's going to be key to being able to get back. Now, I'm in a freshwater lake. Imagine, like I've said before in the garage, talking about Tybee or any free-flowing water. You're going to need this. You get stuck in a current, you got to get back and the current's going that way. It's not just your paddle now. You got that extra, you got this extra to help you get back. So again, guys, I'm still going to recommend this product. I'm pretty happy with it. I think the biggest thing for me is going to be reverse, which goes back to the rudder. But we're going to see if we can't, like I said before with the other rudder in the other video, we're going to get back in the garage and see if we can't wrangle something up. Figure something out. Some kind of DIY that we can do to fix this joker. Now who knows, you know, so the folks at Vibe are great. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. And I realize And I just kind of called him out earlier on in the video about this rudder, but like I've said before, the shop is right here, and Miriam and the guys at the shop do a great job for me. Like, there's also a good chance I'm probably just going to take it back in and say, hey guys, like I got some issues with this, this, and this. Particularly the turn left part. It's a little unnerving, but they do a great job. I'm pretty sure that that's just something I may be able to fix that in the garage. But like I said, guys, this is a great product. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm actually really happy with it because it's pretty windy today. And between me and my wife, we were both out in the middle of the lake. We weren't going right here by the side. And I'll show you how close I am here in a minute, but we definitely took it way out in the middle of the lake, and I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty happy with it. I think that we're gonna, when we get out here and fish, we're gonna talk more about it. Now, when we get out here and fish, you're not gonna be at this angle. You're gonna be behind me so you can see the fishing. We're gonna talk more about it when we get out here to fish, because I want to see if I can use it to troll. I'm gonna try to use it to troll when we get out here. And it depends. So this Seaghost is also a little wobbly, right? Like, that's just the way it's designed. It's designed for chop. It's designed for Tybee. So yeah, we'll see how it goes when we get it out here. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to leave the GoPro on and see what happens here. This dude's literally backing his boat up right on top of me. And I don't think he even has a care in the world that there's somebody here trying to get out of the water. There's definitely, guys, don't do this. There's etiquette to being at a boat ramp, and there's certain things you do and don't do. Whether it's a kayak or a boat, you don't back up on somebody. That's just safety 101.
So he's talking about safety 101. And this boat is trying to get in the water.
Alright guys. Yeah, so like I said, guys, I've seen it out here at Lake Acworth a couple times. Whether you're in a boat or in a kayak, if somebody's already coming in or going out, don't try to press them. I've actually been out here before when it's very obvious everyone's in a line waiting their turn. And a buddy of mine, I always keep 2 kayaks. Last time we were out here, last time we were out here, we were in line, we were next to line, we were actually at the ramp getting out. And these 2 folks in Hobies came up and cut us off, and then they started getting on to us. When you end up in a screaming match with folks because they're not willing to wait 5 minutes and wait their turn. It's like dealing with children, but just, you know, etiquette. Do the right thing, guys. So pretty excited. I don't know what else you can say. You can come take a look at this. So we never got a chance to really flip it and show you guys, but I'll just take it down and throw it in the water. It's wet. It's all wet. There's no problems. This thing is so durable. I'll just take it down there and throw it in the water to show you. The only reason I don't is because we got a dog in there that's going crazy and we need to take it for a walk. Somebody's going to watch this. Like, I just imagine my dad or somebody watching this after the amount of money I've talked about this thing costing. Somebody who doesn't understand kayak motors and stuff and doesn't know what the Bixpy is going to go, wait, don't you throw that $500 piece of equipment in the water? Trust me, it'll float. I've seen people do it. I've seen people roll them over. This joker just floats. Just floats. The other thing that's pretty neat is we went through some grass. And one thing I like about this versus a normal 55-pound thrust motor is you really don't have, like, I've seen some people who can really get moss in there and you got to clean it up, but right now I don't have anything I got to clean out. I just got to take it off and put it in the truck and load it. It's a pretty nice perk when you talk about these motors, is being able to pull out of the water and not have a whole lot you got to clean off. For those of you who own boats, and I've been, like I said before, I've been around boats my entire life. You know how much of a pain in the butt it is if you're in salt water to get home and spend 2 hours flushing your motor to get all the salt out of it so it doesn't corrode your motor. You don't have to do that. You might have to take it home and hose it off. But that's about it. So again, I'll do another video of this later, really showing you guys how to load it. But this is a good preview of why you get a cart. You don't want to drag these things too much. You use both ends to pivot off of. You get it up on your truck. I can do this by myself. My wife's filming me. I don't have help. I don't need help. Boom, done. Now all I gotta do is ratchet strap it down and we're ready to go. Put her down, you're done. The other thing I want to go over later, and we don't have a ton of footage, is how to ratchet strap these things. I have a lot of buddies who, like me at first, being a boat guy, are like, I got ratchet straps. I don't need. If you ratchet strap this piece of plastic, especially in the summertime when it's hot, guess what's going to happen? You're going to warp your $1,000 boat. Your $1,000 piece of plastic is going to get warped, and it's going to be permanently stuck that way because you used a ratchet strap instead of using one of these. Now you don't have to buy the Vibe ones, but I'll be honest, I'm not sponsored by Vibe. I say that all the time, but I go there so much, and Miriam helps me out so much. I got a bunch of these straps for free because every time I go pick up a Seaghost, I forget my straps. So you don't have to get the Vibe straps, but get some straps. I mean, you want them to be sturdy, but you don't want them to be cranked down to the point where if you see it flexing, you've gone way too far, way too far.